Pole vaulter Lance White was a two-time All-American at Utah State as a junior in 1994 and again in 1995. As a senior, he was fourth in the NCAA Outdoor Championships in Knoxville, Tennessee, clearing 17 feet, 8½ inches. He helped the Aggies to a Big West Conference Outdoor Team Championship in 1994 and 1995 in track and field. He holds the Ralph Maughan Track Stadium pole vault record at 18 feet, 4 inches. He competed in the 1996 Olympic trials.
Fame was something I didn't think would ever happen. It's exciting. There's some great names there, some great people. So it's a real honor to be part of it. The pole vault was, my older brother started doing it when I was about 11. He was really successful at it. And of course, brothers being competitive in the way they are, if he can do it and be good, I can be better, right? And the little bit of risk with it was very attractive to me too. So to master the pole vault, you need to first and foremost be able to run fast, jump high, and then combine some gymnastics and a lot of timing. Plus, you got to at that point dial in the equipment too. You know, poles they're rated by weight and length, and you really have to dial them in. So that's pretty important. And it's just a bunch of timing, muscle memory. After my first year of being at BYU, I decided to go on a mission. I dealt with an injury most of my freshman year, didn't really get to compete much. And so I went on my mission, ended up in the Ogden mission, and served on campus here actually, my last area. And I got to meet and have lunch with Greg Ginzel at that time. And I had just suffered a severe shoulder separation and surgery, and I thought my track days were over. I didn't think there was any way I could ever hold onto a pole again. And figured I would go home and to maybe local school down there and try to therapy through it. But Greg talked me into doing it up here, and it was a great opportunity. Can't say enough about Curtis Collier. He was a wonderful coach, put in the hours like you cannot believe to help us out. And like I say, the most important thing in the pole vault is speed, and he knows the speed. And when I came on the scene, he learned a ton about the pole vault because that's the guy he is. He is just, I can't say enough about Curtis Collier and the great guy he is. Lots of them, lots of great ones. A big one was in Knoxville when I ended up fourth at NC's. We had, that night, it was perfect conditions. We had this beautiful tailwind, good weather, no snow falling, which is always nice, right? But right in the middle of competition, the wind changed in our face, and in the pole vault that really affects it because that dialing in of the pole and everything, it just changes the night. And we were able to adapt and still have a good night, and it was just exciting to be All-American, and to be able to get that one. The Olympics have always been the motivating dream behind all of this, right? Since I was a little kid, and watching the Olympics was a big deal for us, and seeing these great athletes, and then LA in '84 was a big deal for us, and that was the goal. That's what kept me going, is I wanted to make the Olympic team if possible. And unfortunately, I qualified, went to the Olympic trials in Atlanta, and had a terrible night. It just was not meant to be. And it still was a great experience, and I wouldn't change a thing about it. I was thinking at that time that I would probably put in another 4 years and try it, again in 4 years, but it just didn't work out. Life as a dad and husband and that kind of stuff took precedence, and I'm glad it did. I don't have any regrets in that either, but it was a great experience just to be a part of it. Thinking about what's this upcoming event is the grade of people I got to work with here was unbelievable. The student athletes were just the hardest working good people. I mean, just the best people, and the ones I've been able to stay in contact with and see what they're doing in their life, they're still doing that. It's wonderful. And it's funny because I was lucky because my hard work paid off into some success. There's a lot of them that had, or I should say, notoriety. There was a lot of them that worked hard and had success and didn't get that same notoriety. But just some of my best friendships of life have come from that group, and just, like I say, just great people.